Hi, I am doing the video vlog for the journal entry. Excuse my voice. I have been sick and getting over it and really trying to function here. And my son is also asleep. It's pretty late and I don't want to disturb him. But I am doing this video vlog today to touch base on the video that we watched on The Gardener's Tale, which is an amazing video, and I'm actually gonna see if she has more videos and follow her because this video was amazing. My reaction to the video was, I had two mixed reactions. One was, wow, this video is amazing, someone is actually on it and trying to make a change and talking about it. And she made some valid points about, we have to hit it at the head. Like, if no one's talking about it, because who really wants to always talk about race? You're going to get two reactions. Either someone who's for it, who wants to make change and they're open to listen, or someone who doesn't. And then that can just go completely left. Religion, politics, and racism seems to be the things you just cannot bring to dinner with the family, I'm so sorry. I am exhausted. My reaction that kind of threw me afar was the relatable sense of when she spoke about how African Americans, we as people, can also be prejudiced to our own kind, or sometimes have that stigma. Like, for example, I've dealt with it and battled my entire nursing journey up until here, where it's one of those things where I've had classmates ask me, how are you paying for school? Are you on scholarships? And I mean, I got offended because I'm like, I joined the military, but they don't know that. I don't have it written on my face, but it made me wonder, okay, what would make them ask me, how am I paying for my school? Or why is that even a topic? Like, I've never heard it. You either take out loans or, but, to just assume that I'm here on a scholarship, not per se this program, but previous programs, it goes to show. And then it carries with me to where it's like, okay, how successful can I be in this field? Or am I always going to get judged as to, am I getting handouts to be successful? It was just like in the military, if a female progressed in her ranks, it had to be because she was flirting with the male NCOs or giving herself away. And that's not even the case. We women work hard for what we want. And if it's a passion, you're going to do whatever it takes. And I find myself doubting that sometimes. Like, okay, in the midwife field and doula field, there's not many African American women, and I've been told that countless times. And it does make me feel good to know that I'm one who's interested in it, for one, and then two, can cause other women, because me signing up to be a doula and starting this midwife thing, I have women now coming, African American women especially, wondering how to get to where I'm at, which is amazing. But at the same time, it's like, it does question to where, how far can I go, and with getting the respect. Like, yes, she did exactly what I did to be a midwife, rather than, oh, she must have got here on a scholarship, or because she's a minority, there's all these grants and all these things out here for that. But that's neither here or there. But it was relatable. As well as how sometimes African Americans can really not support each other. And it's due to that programming, that systematic racism that makes us feel we're not superior. Like, the only way we can come up is if we, like she said in the video, I get told all the time, oh, you talk white. And I never really understood what that meant. And now that I'm older and I'm touching base on, is like, what does talking white really sound like? I mean, you're either going to be grammatically correct, you're going to be proper, you're going to present yourself to how you want people to take you. If I want to get a job, if I want to be respected, I have to carry myself in a way so it has nothing to do with, and how I talk. I think anybody would want to be presented in a certain way. Another reaction that I got was when she was talking about how in the video, how she had stated how when she was talking about the gardener's tale, and she was talking about how the flowers over here started to think the grass is greener on their other side. I think that is a lot how a lot of us African Americans think, like, wow, it's so much better over there, that I'm never going to be that way. But I love how she did say at the end how even though I had a disadvantage, I kind of been conditioned to survive anything, which is why I think I can survive this program, not taken away from anyone else. But I know how hard I had to work, and I know how, as a African American and just a woman alone, how I have these different things against me going into the work field, and and it just made me feel good to know that, I can withstand this, not that I'm trying to be superior to anybody. Just know that, hey, I am working just as hard as you, and I deserve the same recognition. But I love how it is being talked about, because you don't really hear it being talked about. And then you start to think, well, is anything ever going to change? And I love how her concept was, we can't take away racism. It's been embedded for decades, but we can focus on what we can do to kind of calm it down, or what we can do to where it's like not even an issue anymore, where it was like, yeah, racism, that happened so long ago, but we're now over here. That was part of our history, and a long history, but now we're here. And hopefully we can get there. And God has blessed me to be surrounded with people who are open-minded and that are on both sides of the fence as far as wanting change and all that. But I will say, when it comes to institutional racism, it's a bigger issue, because you have more power for people, and you have more steps and turns and roads you have to take just to meet up to that one thing to take down. But you always got to start somewhere. But this video overall just has me so intrigued, and I'm really intrigued by her, and I want to follow some of her work. But I love the fact that she's actually works for CDC and has programs that are infiltrated to be able to help with making this a topic and a discussion, to where no one's scared to talk about it anymore. And that if you see racism, call it out. If you feel like, you want to make a change about it, do it, and don't have to be scared, because I'm learning that I can be vocal now, but before, when I'm vocal on my social media, when I'm vocal in discussion groups with other people, even when it's brought up, it tends to offend people. It tends to take it to another level, to where it's like, okay, I'd rather not talk about it. But then when you just sweep it under the rug, it's never getting fixed. And I feel like it's just been swept under the rug, and now we might have a opportunity to purchase a new rug, maybe, and go from there. But her metaphor for the gardener's tale, it was amazing. I don't know if this video makes any sense, because I really am just going off fumes, but I hope that I touched every basis and gave you what you asked for on the journal entry. Also, I will say what I saw and heard from the video was the fact that when she was describing the gardener's tale, it sounded like she made a visual of a possibility of how it can work. And I kind of like it, and we can only try it out. But if everybody can listen to this video and get what I got, if I got it right, from it, maybe we can start seeing change institutionally, because it is what's going to make the world better. Unity is a beautiful thing. We all bleed the same blood, and I feel like if we can all come together and just make it work, I feel like everything would just fall into order. So good night, ladies, and thank you for your time.